Coming up in the National Report, the Court of Appeal rules on that injunction for web shops. Ahead tonight, was it the decision they were betting on?
Also tonight, COBUS members barred from Parliament as they sought redress from the Prime Minister over fee increases.
And jurors in the Kofi Goodman murder trial have been named. The National Report starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This segment of the news is brought to you by BTC, powered by Lime.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley.
And I'm Kindino Knowles. As always, it's good to have you with us.
Topping the news tonight, it was round 2 today of the legal battle over the right to conduct gambling operations in the Bahamas. Web shop operators took their argument to the Court of Appeal today after the Chief Justice discharged the conservatory order, essentially lifting an injunction on web shop gaming.
Well, Fern Carey has details on what led the Court of Appeal to its decision and the concerns of attorneys about what factors outside the courts may affect the future of web shops.
During the proceedings, attorney Wayne Monroe, who represents 6 web shop owners, argued, among other things, that a stay of execution of the decision of Chief Justice Sir Michael Barnett discharging a conservatory order in the web shop case is necessary, as there is a real threat that his clients' businesses may be closed down due to statements made by Prime Minister Perry Christie in the press. Monroe also indicated that his clients fear that politicians would pressure the Commissioner of Police to shut down his clients' businesses. However, Court President Justice Anita Allen questioned why a conservatory order was necessary, noting that it does not prevent the appellants from carrying out their lawful business or prevent the police from carrying out its duties. Justice Allen also noted that not enough information had been provided as to the lawfulness of the business of the web shop owners in order to make a determination. However, Monroe maintained that there is a real threat that the web shop owners' businesses may be closed down. Meantime, attorney Alfred Says, who represents Paradise Game along with attorney Jeffrey Lloyd, agreed with Monroe, arguing that the stay was necessary as his client has a real fear that anyone who goes into one of Paradise Game's locations may be caught up in a police raid, arrested, and prosecuted. He noted that if someone has an apprehension that they would be caught up in a police raid, they may not patronize the business, which he says is a matter of extreme concern for his client. Says also indicated that Paradise Games' owner has a reasonable fear based on statements made by the police and government officials. In response, Crown Counsel Lauren Klein advised the court to dismiss the application, noting that the court still does not know the nature of the appellant's business and there is no basis for the fear that any legitimate business would be shut down. Says also commented on the observation by the court that he and Monroe had not provided enough information as to the nature of their client's business operations.
We have filed the statement of claim, and of course it's not unusual in any writ action for the generally endorsed writ to basically lay out the claims which are being made, and it is in the statement of claim that you would have more details in terms of the grounds and the evidence that you hope to establish during the trial. So clearly the statement of claim that we have filed contains certainly much more information than the generally endorsed writ.
In the end, the court refused the application. However, they expedited the appeal hearing to May 24th. The reasons for the court's decision will be given later. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
The country's premier tertiary institution has announced its new fee structure.
And it's a part of the College of the Bahamas' latest round of cost-saving measures. And while tuition may not be increasing, it's still not sitting well with the students who are feeling the financial pinch. Andrew Knowles is on the story.
Increases in student fees are not sitting well with College of the Bahamas students, and they're making it known.
I think the increase in student fees is just ridiculous.
Now would be a bad time
to increase the fees because of the financial situation most parents are in.
Starting this fall, there will be a $50 parking fee for full-time students who utilize on-campus parking, and part-time students will pay $25 to park.
There's limited parking around COB. You're paying for a parking fee, okay. Where are you going to park? That's the next question.
The $50 library fee will also be reinstated. The existing technology fee has been increased by $20 to $120, also starting this fall.
As a CIS major, I have looked at the computers around the campus, and I don't see why they should be increasing because there's not been anything. They're not saying that they're going to increase the software, update it. I think there's still computers using Windows XP, and that has been outdated for about 10 years, I think.
Then there's a fee of $100, specifically earmarked for capital development and long-term maintenance of the institution's fiscal plant.
You can't expect to add these fees on for students if at the end of the day you still get the same antiquated services, you get the same attitude, you get the same faulty materials, you still have the computers down. So my thing is, if you plan to do this in the future, at least put a contingency plan together for the students. If they have an idea that's going to possibly go up in about a year or two to give them that leverage, and even if they're having to adjust their finances.
Now already students are expressing their displeasure over these increases in fees. If you're looking behind me at these signs, legs for sale, gotta pay those parking fees. This other sign right here shows COB's president, Dr. Betsy Vogel-Bose, on a desk. Lounge fee, why not? And then there's another sign right here that says, so you want to raise the tech fee at COB? Well, why don't you show me the technology? And these are just some of the signs that are mounted up over COB's campus. And from what we understand, it's only the beginning.
Once the student body is ready to move and ready to mobilize, whatever would happen, would happen. But of course, still being finalized.
Meanwhile, COB's Council Deputy Chairman Errol Cash told ZNS News that the college didn't take the increases lightly, but tough times call for tough measures. Cash indicated that these increases are to streamline and eliminate inefficiencies and generate cost savings. He added that more harsh decisions have to be made in terms of operations at COB in order for the institution to survive in the near future. Andrew Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Well, police blocked several College of the Bahamas executives from entering the House of Assembly, that is, executives of COBUS. Police were told that they could be a threat to today's proceedings.
They were there hoping to take their anger over fee increases straight to the nation's chief. Janaea Noel Ferguson was there as police and pupils clashed.
Access denied. That's the harsh reality COB students face today after attempting to gain entry into the House of Assembly. Barricades had already been placed in Parliament Square as senior police officials marshaled everyone that entered. But COB students, however, got the red flag.
Oh no, we came with no intent to protest. We actually called in, got the protocol as into how to dress, how to act and whatnot. And we've been here before. This is not our first time being here in the House. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that now of all days we can't sit in on a session of the House?
We were told by the assistant commissioner that he was going to make space for us available, and he asked for the numbers. Then I noticed that he got a phone call that told him that he must not let us in because we are going to disturb the House. So he said he's not letting us in, and students started to ask him questions on why and why not.
Although the students were appropriately dressed for entrance into Parliament, they acted peacefully and did not have any placards. Assistant Commissioner Leon Bethel insisted that they would not be allowed on the inside.
As a result of the concerns that we have in respect to the security of Parliament, in terms of the proceedings, the unfettered proceedings of Parliament, we decided to ask the persons assembled, some students from the College of Bahamas, not to attempt to gain access to Parliament.
The Prime Minister arrived moments later and was briefed by officers. He did not address students and declined comment to media as he made his way inside the lower house. When COBUS President Ernesto Major arrived, he questioned Assistant Commissioner Bethel on their actions.
This is a public seating, and we didn't come to protest or anything, but to, of course, as we did before, sit down and observe the proceedings. So I'm trying to wonder, where's the law that says we can't go in?
The law, under normal circumstances with the Constitution of the Bahamas, you are free to do all sorts of things.
Major claims their rights have been infringed upon.
It doesn't make sense. I don't see how all of us can protest, because of course we didn't come here to protest.
Janae Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Prime Minister did meet with those college students during the Parliament lunch break. He heard their concerns and told them that they will try, or the government will try its best to address them.
In our first look at what a fall system heading our way, will it get here? Stay tuned. But outside of our studios just now, we have partly cloudy skies, temperatures 77 degrees, your relative humidity at 74%, winds out of the east-northeast at 8 knots, barometric pressure 1,016.7 millibars, that's 30.02 inches, and it is steady. But stay tuned, temperatures around the Farm Islands, travel and boating forecast is still to come.
Well, still to come tonight, the latest developments in the Kofi Goodman murder trial. It's after the break.
And another battle for Atlantis taking place. We've got the highlights. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.